We'll move in to give you our 3 teams to botch the NFL draft the worst tomorrow.
Yep.
So give me one of your botches.
It's going to be the Jets taking Zach Wilson at number 2 overall. Like I said in the beginning of the show, he's really no different than Sam Darnold. I mean, when you talk about not having the offensive line with the Jets, not really having any offensive presence with New York, and then I understand Robert Saleh coming in, he could potentially, mentor him, but you're talking about a rookie head coach in a division with Belichick, McDermott, and Brian Flores, taking on a rookie quarterback who hasn't played the most competition at all, who struggles to throw the deep ball, who tries to get cute with his reads. You want him to be your starter up north with a team that is extremely aggressive when it comes to players. I mean, think about it. Philadelphia, the New York Jets, the New York Giants, these guys are aggressive when it comes to how the media looks at them. I think if the Jets take Zach Wilson at number 2 overall, it's one of the worst picks of the draft because I still think he has a lot of growing to do. And in a way, I only put Zach Wilson slightly above Trey Lance just because he's a little more polished, because Trey Lance is easily more talented than Zach Wilson. There's no question about that. I think the Jets taking Zach Wilson at number 2 overall will be a botched pick in the NFL draft tomorrow.
Oh, I absolutely agree. I mean, I think Zach Wilson is a 2nd or 3rd round talent, and he's getting picked 2nd overall, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ooh. They have no skill players of any relevance in New York.
Yeah.
And he'll absolutely lead the league in interceptions if he doesn't get hurt. Not wishing injury on him,
right?
But they don't have a line.
He's small, though.
Don't have anyone for him to throw to, and he already throws all kind of 50-50 balls. You're going to throw 50-50 balls on a team that ain't got no wide receivers, you're about to throw a lot of interceptions.
Right.
It's going to be ugly.
Right.
But I'm here for it. I don't like the Jets anyway. So, man, who else do you got botching this draft?
So all my botches are coming at the top of the draft, but I said it when I started talking about the draft a few weeks ago. This NFL draft is going to be an extreme case of FOMO, fear of missing out. When you look at the Falcons at number 4, a lot of people have Kyle Pitts going to the Falcons at number 4, which I don't understand. They just brought in another tight end. Hayden Hurst is still in his rookie deal. You've still got Olamide Zaccheaus who can catch passes. You've still got Russell Gage. Julio Jones is more than likely going to have some sort of presence in that offense. Taking Kyle Pitts at number 4, it feels like you have some people from PFF saying, oh, if the Falcons take Kyle Pitts at number 4, they're going to be the best offense in the NFL. Really? You work for Pro Football Focus saying that? You know better than that. You know that the Falcons do not need any offense unless it's offensive lineman or running back. So I think the Falcons, if they take Kyle Pitts at number 4, which a lot of people project them to, I think they should trade back, potentially get a player in the trade, load up on picks, even be insured for next year. Like I've been saying for months now, really ever since the San Francisco trade, the Atlanta Falcons hold the keys to the entire NFL draft in their hands, because if they're predictable and take Pitts at number 4, then everything will kind of fall in line. If they trade back, that's going to make every other team think on their feet. It's going to change the trajectory on the draft, and you're going to have a lot of players going to where you might not have thought they would have been with that franchise. The Atlanta Falcons are my 2nd team I expect to botch the draft tomorrow night in the NFL.
Okay, I'm actually going to cut the Falcons some slack. I don't have them on my botch list. Chicago Bears.
I'm surprised.
The Chicago Bears. They need a quarterback.
Right.
They're drafting way too far back. They don't even really have anything to trade that far up.
Right.
To get one of the top 5 quarterbacks, I don't think they're going to be able to do it. They're going to end up drafting like a Kellen Mond or a Kyle Trask, who's not bad, but he can't come in right away and give you what you need.
First round. Pow, pow, pow.
Yeah. Bears absolutely botch. My last one is going to cause some ruffled feathers inside this chat room. The Pittsburgh Steelers will absolutely botch this draft. They need a center like no other. Pouncey retired. Ben Roethlisberger is beyond washed up.
Yep.
You need a quarterback. You got rid of James Conner, God knows why. He is a decent running back. You have nobody. There's no reason for anyone to try to defend your passing game because your quarterback had a noodle arm and is washed up. That's why he was getting stuffed. Everybody put 8 in the box, and they're like, man, Ben Roethlisberger can't throw the ball longer than 10 yards.
Right.
You need a center. You need a backup quarterback. You need a running back. But what Pittsburgh will do is pick a defensive player and be like, we got one of the best defenses in the league, but you can't score. They're going to screw it up. Who you got at third with your last one?
It's going to be the Cincinnati Bengals, man. A lot of people are talking about taking Jamar Chase, giving Joe Burrow his security blanket, making him effective coming in, into his second year. Hopefully he's going to be recovered. But like I mentioned earlier, is it really anybody other than Penei Sewell? Like, can you really consider anybody else in Cincinnati? Because think about it. The reason you had the number 1 overall pick last year was because, one, obviously you were terrible, but two, you had no protection for your quarterback to even be somewhat viable. If you want to spoil your investment that you just got in Joe Burrow,